Hey YouTube, Alan back with another gameplay video, and today I'm taking on the 16-bit legend, the 4,000-pound gorilla of platform games. It's Donkey Kong Country. Yeah, I'm playing this for a good reason, and that's because I'm trying to figure out the buttons now. That's cartwheel. SNES was talking about it on Twitter recently. Oh, pick that up and just put it in my mind to revisit the series, or at least a few titles from the series, if nothing else. So we're in the first level, Jungle Hijinks, and I've obviously cleared the game already. It's Kong's Banana Horde. Yay! Well, that was a short adventure. See you next time. No, what's basically happened is this is the Wii Virtual Console version that I'm playing, and I'm playing it with the GameCube controller. So to be honest, I don't know how effective it's going to be. Hoping that I can get used to the controls. But this is a classic, an one of my favorite. There we go. Damn it. Yeah, the button layout on the GameCube controller is fairly bad, because Y is cartwheel and B is jump. Bong. Yep, there we go. And then Y also acts as your kind of pick up barrels. So it's not ideal. I just could not find my Virtual Console controller. There was a life up there. You were meant to, I think, roll up the top to get the life. So yeah, Donkey Kong Country, there we go, that's how you do it. What can I say that probably hasn't been said a million times? A real game changer back in... Oh, bloody hell, forget it. Ah, damn you, Diddy! There's a halfway barrel and we get Diddy back. You know, back in the day, the graphics just blew people away, and I gotta admit that I was one of them. I seen this on, I think it was Games Master, and was just like, holy hell. Oh, a multiple bonus level. Well, this isn't a bonus level associated with Jungle Hijinks. This is just one of those extra get yourself some lives. You collect 3 animal tokens and you go into these kind of collect token games. Just a little filler stuff to give you a few lives. So I've already got 1 life because I got 100. And this is Espresso, who only appeared in Donkey Kong 1, never appeared in any of the other Donkey Kong Country games. Unless he appeared in Donkey Kong Country Returns, I can't quite remember. Yeah, kind of flutters around, allows you to descend slower. His role was replaced really by Dixie Kong in the later games. I mean, she can already hover, so what's the point to this guy? I wonder will we get to 300? Yeah, we will. So we'll get 3 lives, we're not going to get much more than that. Well, yeah, back in the day when this came out, as I said, I was blown away by the graphics. Just couldn't believe it. And I remember really being jealous as a Sega owner of this game. I know a lot of people said that for Star Fox, but Star Fox didn't do it for me, because I was like, Jesus, that just looks like square blocks. I mean, it played good, don't get me wrong, but graphically I wasn't blown away by Star Fox. Whereas this was like a quantum leap compared to, say, Mario. This is an actual level bonus game, and in a way it doesn't feel like it, because like I'm just going through this underground. There's no... In fact, I have a feeling that if there's bananas somewhere here. Stop rolling. Oh, maybe not. In a lot of those type of places where you see lumps in the ground, there's bananas that Donkey Kong can pound out. Yes, he can pound out his banana. You get your bonus. So go, Rambi, go. There's also usually stuff up there, but we're out. We're done. That's level 1. Jungle Hijinks. About time to get onto something else. Ropey Rampage. Quite a jump up in difficulty. You got this nice jungle level just to get you going, and then all of a sudden it's torrential rain. It's lots of blast cannons, and why am I thinking there's a barrel up there or something? Yeah, you get those game memories where you kind of, you think you remember something, but you're not really sure. There we go. So there's the first rope. These armadillos are a bit of a nuisance, because especially if you're Diddy, I think they take 2 hits. That's the difference between Diddy and Dixie. Diddy is kind of the lightweight, more nimble, smaller hitbox, but Donkey is more powerful. So some of the tougher enemies, yeah, he can, you know, just walk into and then get his ass kicked. So yeah, back in the day, I keep going back in the day, the graphics just blew my little mind, and I was so tempted to jump ship, because I was a Sega fanboy back then. I had the Master System and I had the Mega Drive, and you know, I was happy with them. I thought that did I just walk off the edge? Oh, I blame the GameCube controller. Yeah, I was completely happy with them. You know, Sonic was great. I really enjoyed the games. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed many SNES games. Like, I'd played Mario Kart, I'd played Final Fight, Mario World, and I thought they were great too. Those 3 games definitely got me interested in the SNES, but I ultimately knew I could have a SNES or a Mega Drive, and I wanted Sonic, so I wanted the Mega Drive. When I played this, and I did eventually get to play it after seeing it too, I played it in a, like, Atlantic Toy Care in a Northside shopping centre at the time, and I remember being there specifically because we were going to visit Santa Claus, which tells you the time of year, and really I wanted to just go and play the demo unit of Donkey Kong, and I wanted it so bad after playing it, damn, that was silly, that I even entered a competition to win it. I entered an art competition, and I am no artist, so I never stood a chance. But I knew I could not have won. There was actually some a tire hidden there, I think, because it when my entry got received, and I figured it must have been mine. The TV show announced that day was like, oh, entries that are on paper with essentially graph lines won't be accepted, and I was like, oh, it was only paper I had. So I did not win Donkey Kong that day, and that was the Donkey Kong Country bundle SNES pack. That's probably tricky enough to get these days. There's Cranky. Will we talk to Cranky? See what he's here. There's here a Rhino Country. Go bananas in the snake pit, and so on. Cranky's a good character. So depending on which character you finish the level as the first time, you see their face at the end of the level, and the actually I'm not too sure if I have completed this 100% or not. An exclamation is put beside the level name if you found all the bonuses, and in Donkey Kong Country 1 I never felt the bonuses were that well laid out or that obvious. In fact, I think there's a bonus right there where I should have used the barrel. And then I threw that barrel over it. Brilliant. Good going. It can be a little annoying when that happens because you only get one shot at it, so you got to start the level again if you want to. But hey, we're not going to do that. Or maybe stand there. Essentially, the rule to Donkey Kong Country finding bonuses is break walls. In fact, I think there's a bonus up there. There we go. That was an easy one to find. So, like in the other Donkey Kong games, when you go into an actual level bonus, it kind of comes up, you know, bonus, so you know you're in a bonus room. Whereas this one is just like, you tend to go off to a segment and it's like, is this a bonus or is it not a bonus? You know, yeah, I never found it that clear. Well, that wasn't one, it seems. One of the things that has stayed with me about the series, obviously great gameplay. Apparently I can't speak. That always seems to happen in videos. It's a real bummer. Great gameplay and graphics, but also the audio. I just love the soundtrack, and the whole trilogy, you know, has great audio. I'm always torn as to which one is. There we go. I knew there was a bonus there, but I was also trying to get the snakes. This is bounce on the tire to get your bananas. Like bananas are that important? Well, I suppose they get you lives, and there are parts of this game that get quite tricky. Oh, it turns out I didn't need to worry about falling. So that's 2 bonuses got in this level. Not too bad, not too bad. Oh, and I've just switched to Diddy. I didn't even know what button I pressed. If you happen to prefer playing as one Kong over another, you can do that. And apparently I'm back as... Oh, and now we've got an on-guard bonus. Wow, on-guard is in the seas of hell. Oh, 3. So yeah, the music in this, now I'll probably get to it. Aquatic Ambience in particular, I just love the soundtrack too. But the whole series is just great music, and it's predominantly been composed by David Wise, and you can tell when he has been absent from the series because the music just isn't as good. And recently he returned to do some of the music in Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, and I'm doing really shit at this actually. And the music is so good in Tropical Freeze as well. You can, you know, it's just like feeling of coming home, I guess, for the soundtrack. Big improvement over Donkey Kong Country Returns. I felt the whole game, Donkey Kong Country Freeze, was way better than Donkey Kong Country Returns. So, well, we're going to at least get 200. That's not too bad, I suppose. Especially this isn't quite as straightforward as the Espresso one, although you can get down to areas like that and shoot forward. I got 66 lives, so 67 lives, so I'm not exactly going to, run short. Now this is more of an ambient track. Oh, bring up Diddy. In fact, that's the bonus, wasn't it? I hate when they set you back. That just feels like a... Oh, and I did that again? Jeez. Hey! That was a bit dangerous. I was afraid I was going to bounce into the snakes. So, yeah, bound on this guy. Boing, boing, boing. So we spelled out Kong. You spell out Kong, you get an extra life. Coral Cape. Oh, Coral Capers is actually a water level. Yeah, we'll do Coral Capers. Bum bum. Some of my favourite music is both this one here, Aquatic Ambience, brilliant for a water level tune, and Fear Factory, really cool industrial sounding music later on. Having said that, if I had to pick a soundtrack overall, I would probably go for Donkey Kong Country 2 as a complete soundtrack, even if I do prefer Aquatic Ambience to say something like Bramble Scramble, no, what's it called? Sticker Brush Symphony, which is in Bramble Scramble. So down here, if you see a single banana in these games, it usually indicates a secret. And that was a good kind of development design, because it helps get away from this kind of just like randomly push through a wall. Oh, damn. I was a little too eager. I should have been more careful coming out of there. Now, I wonder, should I follow... Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that was terrible. I was being sarcastic. I wonder, should I follow the arrow? Apparently, I should. Well, if I'd gotten Espresso, on guard, I would have had an easier job dealing with those, because underwater, you cannot attack unless you have on guard. And this is not difficult. Why am I swimming into these people? This is ridiculous. Apparently I do need those 67 lives. Oh yes, because I just got another one. Whew. Thank God, I was getting a little worried. Come on. Okay. Bye. Don't know where he was hiding out. I was expecting to come by. So let's go down straight away and get my fishy friend. There we go. So now you can ram people with your swordfish. There we go. Take that for your earlier indiscretion against me. Now we got Donkey back. Now, of course, you can get knocked off your animal buddies, which just sucks. I felt that in Donkey Kong Country Returns, and even in Donkey Kong 64, which, while it's not called Donkey Kong Country, it is really a Donkey Kong Country game. I felt that the animal buddies were really played down too much. I always thought they were a great addition to the series, just kind of change things up, and I don't know, you always feel kind of more powerful when you get, I suppose you can take an extra hit. Oh no! Like that. It's actually like Yoshi, you know, where you can get back on them. They just run around. So let's... Oh, there's another wrong guard. What happens if I do this? 2 of you! Woohoo! It'd probably be gone if I was to go back now. So I probably shouldn't have opened it. Is there anything hidden in here? Yes. See, there still can be items hidden. There we go. Got the N. I'm not doing too bad on the Kong letters again. In fact, I'm fairly sure I'm getting near the end of the level then, because the letters are relatively evenly spaced out. Oh, shit. Hey, get on them. In fact, the letters, while they're somewhat useful in this game, because they give you an extra life, and they help you kind of tell how far you are through the level, in the Game Boy game, Donkey Kong Country Land, or sorry, Donkey Kong Land, not the Donkey Kong Country, they're critical because they I'll do barrel blast. This is a nightmare. You can't save without them. You have to get 4 Kong letters before you can save at the end of the level, so that's kind of sucks. Boom. So this level is all about barrels, something that the series became renowned for. Very difficult level. Well, they're difficult when you're not just flying over them like that. Damn, I thought it was gonna... Oh, he did get up. Oh, and now it's Rambi's turn. Wherever I left this off, I clearly had collected a load of... Oh yeah, we go and start running through here. Come on, Rambi. I find it so hard to keep hold of the Y kidney button on the GameCube controller. It's just not as intuitive as the SNES controller layout. But hey ho, I just could not find my classic controller. That sucked. Yeah, we're gonna do 300. Yeah, we did. Knocking up the lives again, and you kind of need them for the barrel levels because the barrel levels are ridiculous. I'm back at the start. Oh jeez. Okay, we'll go up here again. Boom. And people have said, like, oh, why is it so synonymous with barrels? Well, if you're basing on, you know, past Donkey Kong things, there's really not much you have to go on. And one of the few things you have to go on is, well, he threw barrels in the very first level, so I can see why Donkey Kong Country makes, you know, copious use of barrels. Oh, I was a bit close there. I thought I was going to get hit. God damn it, I didn't mean to. I meant to blow that wall there. I think there's a secret hid there. Do 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 do. I love the music here as well. Of course, the overall music to Jungle Hijinks, or whatever it's called, reminds me of some classic music. I can't remember the piece now, but kind of big band beat sound. Oh, that was lucky. There was a get out of jail free card there. These are tough. I mean, it's all about timing, so it's just practice. But it's just so easy to make a mistake and get yourself killed. Like that. Like that. Well, we've seen that level. Let's move on to the first boss. One area where the first Donkey Kong Country kind of did fall down a bit was the bosses. Like, look at this. This is the boss. It's naughty. And they have about 3 or 4 bosses, and they repeat. And they're basically big versions of normal level enemies, so they're not that imaginative. Like, there he is, he's bad. And we got another big banana, because, you know, look at all the bananas here, Christ's sake. After you got to the very first, you know, boss, you'd be kind of like, well, I'm sorted, screw K. Rool, I'm not going after him. Let's see if we can find a tough level and then die, you know. Oil drum alley, sure, why not? because we'll listen to the Fear Factory music, which is just awesome. There's the boss, the first world boss shrunk down. Oh, Jesus, careful. There's obviously a way you can break that and go down, but I can't recall how. Oh, there's probably like you can probably land on one of those or something like that. Damn, didn't do that right. So I'm being distracted now because I'm actually listening to the music. Isn't it funny when music in a game can be so enjoyable that it can actually be distracting? Maybe I'm meant to be Donkey Kong to do that. How do I change back to Donkey Kong? No. How do I change it? There we go. I couldn't tell what select was in this controller. No? Looks like there's something there. Maybe not. I was never a massive fan of that mechanic, to be fair, that landing heavily on things to unlock them, which it didn't really return in. It didn't return. Oh, there we go. There's one. Shit. It didn't return in Donkey Kong Country 2 that I can think of, and if it did in Donkey Kong Country 3, it wasn't a major feature, because Donkey Kong Country 2 had no heavy character. Donkey Kong was captured himself. Let's do woo! Out of my way. It's hardly just to get the bananas. That doesn't seem right. Seems like too much work just to get 10 bananas. Oh, and a no. Maybe that's it. Yeah, we'll go with that's it. Ah, look, Manky Kong. I believe Manky Kong was actually a prototype for the modern look of DK, and was considered manky, hence the name. And he really is a bit manky. I don't think the look would have lasted if that's what he stayed as. Oh, it caught me out there. I wasn't expecting that. No one expects the Monkey Inquisition. Oh, there. Damn it. Well, that's Fear Factory. There's only one other level I'm going to look at if I can. I can go to Funky Flights. Get out of this. Yeah. The other level that this game is known for is the minecarts. So let's look at a minecart. They can be tricky because, again, you can be quickly punished. That funky music is quite cool too. Oh yeah! There we go. Minecart carnage. So, come on, Donkey. I need your help for this because I'm probably going to be way out of practice. So this is real retro gaming in a sense, because it's very much reactionary, and I guess pattern learning too. Because you're really just jumping. You can change your pace a little, but not much. So it's very much about jumping at the right time, and getting those bananas feels like suicide. Oh, not going too bad, but they're tricky. Those fallen mine. Bloody hell. Oh, I said I wasn't going too bad, then I completely screwed it up. Ashley's coming in to tell me I want my treat. I want a treat, but I want one more go at this minecart, because that's the thing about Donkey Kong Country. It's addictive. You kind of just sit down for one quick game, and before you know, oh, that was lucky. That was cool. Damn, same thing. I was going to say it was too early in the first one and too late in the second one. Even though it's tough, it is actually fair. It is, and it's fun. Maybe it isn't fair because some of that it's very hard to react to the first time you played, but it's just fun, so you actually don't feel bad about it. The collision detection is quite tight on those. My god, I'm getting worse at these. At least I didn't hit the second one. Oh, Jesus. One more go. Man, because I'm actually keep going, you know, I'm blaming myself that I was making silly mistakes. You kind of feel, yeah, I'll do better. Oh, come on. I missed it at the front and hit it at the back? Should be really trying to get that life. Okay, we'll have one more go, and then we really should end it because I'm sure this video has gone on long enough, but I just enjoy Donkey Kong Country so much. Dare I say it? Maybe my favorite SNES series of games, because you know, like I really like something like Zelda, but there's only one Zelda game. So as a series, probably my favorite. That was silly. I knew he was coming, I just didn't react fast enough. Ooh. These guys are fairly speeding. Oh, get over there. This is intense for the start of World 2. Honestly, it feels harder than the start of the last World, which is Fear Factory. Oh, I was really near the end that time, and we'll leave it there. It's been definitely long enough. Donkey Kong Country, what can you say? An absolutely classic game. If you haven't played it, it's definitely worth a try. If you're at all interested in 16-bit platformers, you know, it really is good. In fact, don't just try this, try the whole series. It's top quality, and it's available on Virtual Console as well, so you know, it's easy to get hold of. Even the GBA, you know, versions aren't too bad either. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. Thanks as always for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It always really helps the channel out, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.